Good evening, family, friends, and members of the Centerville High School Orchestra. My name is Samuel Kim, and I have the honor of serving as your orchestra board president for the 2025-2026 school year. First, I would like to thank Dr. Taylor and Ms. Kohut for letting me speak today on behalf of such a talented and special group of musicians. I would also like to thank SOPA, the new members of the orchestra board, and anyone else who made yesterday's and tonight's events possible. It's crazy to think that it's already our seniors' last concert. So, in the spirit of making our final memories here, I would like to tell you guys a story about one of my first memories here at Centerville High School Orchestra. It was a breezy April afternoon in Mr. Matthews' orchestra room. And after school, we were a group of 8th graders waiting for Dr. Taylor to arrive for freshman orchestra auditions. I was in Rocky Run's highest orchestra, so I came into that audition with a little too much confidence. I decided to audition for Vivace, and since my brother got Philharmonic his freshman year, I thought, how hard could it be? However, I conveniently ignored the fact that I spent most of my time in middle school in the back of the second violin section. So when my name was called for my turn, I walked into a room, and I saw Dr. Taylor sitting there, his chrome dome shining under the fluorescent. He was looking far more intimidating than any other orchestra teacher should. After I got set, he asked me to play my excerpt first. My excerpt wasn't great, but it was okay. So I told myself, just nail the scale and you'll be fine. Then Dr. Taylor asked me to play my 3-octave F major scale. And for those of you who don't know your flats and sharps, that's the scale with 1 flat, B flat. So with my hands trembling, I set my bow down on my string, and I started strong. My 2 octaves, I played with ease. But when I got to my 3rd octave, every note was wrong, and it was not just slightly wrong, but disastrously wrong. It was so bad that I couldn't even recognize my top note. And as I worked my way back down the scale, it only got worse. And in a flash, it was over. And I ended on an E, not an F. I knew I had fumbled the whole audition. As I walked back into the waiting room with a face of defeat, my friends asked me, "Yo, Sam, how'd it go?" And I could only answer in silence. As I sat down to pack on my violin, tears of disappointment and embarrassment began rolling down my face. And for the first time, I cried because of orchestra. But looking back now, failing that audition may not have been the end of the world. Over the past 4 years here in this orchestra program, I have continuously learned that growth doesn't always happen in the moments where everything goes according to plan. More often than not, it comes from the rehearsals where we mess up the same passage multiple times. The rehearsals where the auditions where we don't get the results we wanted. The concerts where you walk off the stage replaying every mistake in your head. Or the days where we wonder if we're even improving at all. Because somehow, between all those frustrating moments, something shifts. We become more patient. We learn discipline. We learn how to accept criticism without letting it define our worth. We learn how to keep showing up even when progress feels invisible. When I walked out of that freshman audition crying over a scale, I thought one bad performance determined what kind of musician I was. But over the past 4 years, this program has taught me that one moment, good or bad, does not determine your future. Improvement happens over time. Confidence comes from persistence, and success is often built on the mistakes we want to forget. So to Dr. Taylor and Ms. Kohut, I want to say thank you. Thank you for pushing us beyond what we thought we were capable of. Thank you for spending countless hours preparing and stressing over rehearsals, concerts, trips, and opportunities that many of us took for granted. Thank you for believing in us, even when we don't always believe in ourselves. Ms. Kohut, thank you for your patience, your encouragement, and all the support you have given us along the way. And Dr. Taylor, although your audition may have caused me to cry, I think we made you cry even more when we failed to play Hindenburg Movement 3 the day before assessments. But all jokes aside, while we may not always show it, we really appreciate your genuine care that you show to every single student. You always bring more energy and more passion than any other orchestra director can. The lessons you guys taught us go way beyond the orchestra rooms and concert stages. We are taking them with us long after graduation. And that brings us to us, the graduating class of 2026. As we leave Centerville, I hope we carry forward the things orchestra has taught us. resilience, discipline, teamwork, and the ability to strive for improvement. Life after high school will come with new auditions, different ones, but auditions nonetheless. And we'll face new challenges, new failures, and moments where we question ourselves. When these moments come, I hope we remember what we learned throughout our 4 years here in orchestra. I hope we continue to strive, not for perfection, but to become someone who is better than who we were yesterday. And finally, to the underclassmen, please do not let one bad performance, one failed audition, one disappointing placement, or one mistake convince you that you're not good enough. Because if freshman year me had let that one horribly played F major scale define my future here in orchestra, I would not be standing here tonight. The moments that embarrass you now may someday become the stories you laugh about, and the failures that discourage you now may become the reason you grow. So keep showing up, keep practicing, and keep trying, because you never know where persistence will take you. And to everyone else here tonight, family, friends, teachers, and supporters, thank you for being a part of our journey. Thank you.